DESIblitz.com.
It's been very, very difficult. Obviously, taking into consideration the legislations that have taken place, certain things that you can and can't do in the public trade, which we've had to follow. And obviously being a drinking establishment, with the influence of alcohol, people change with the influence of alcohol. So it becomes, well, it's a little bit like teaching people at school, you can and can't do this. So you've got to understand, we have to maybe face a lot of verbal abuse, which then, if you're persistent and you keep telling people the same thing, we're scared of it turning into physical abuse.
I started this project in last year, 2019, February. And in March, before the March, I thought I can open in August when it's football season start. But then it's lockdown. In March, come lockdown in March, and then they reopened the pubs 4th of July. Then I thought it's okay. Then in July, I start recruit the staff, kitchen chefs, bartenders. I recruit all of them, and it's no choice to me to open the business in mid of October because overheads, everything is there. Then I thought, why not open? His staff is there, chef is there, kitchen is ready, everything is in place. Why not it's open? I know it's hard work for us. And it's not busy, but it's steady.
We used to have live bands, and bands used to practice here, live entertainers, everything. And lockdown's 10 o'clock. The people just start coming out about 9:30, 9 o'clock, as you say. But since it's 10 o'clock, it's really been quiet. The live entertainment, that was my living. A weekend, we used to close 3 o'clock in the morning. The bands used to start 10 o'clock. Live entertainment, had comedians, all sort of Asian bands. But now, they can't perform no more. Had the bands, they used to come here and practice after work. But now they can't even practice here. It's really hard. That's really hit me hard. On the weekends, especially when we had live performance. Bollywood dancers, everything. But since it's really quiet now. And it's really hard to survive without them.
Well, basically, it's been a nightmare. It's been worse than anything I could imagine could be. And sales-wise, sales are down 50%. Wet sales. The food is more takeout or pick-up. And family sizes are basically dwindling. And if we're in the lockdowns, it's just going to get worse. A lot worse.
Sale has gone down 70%. And it is really quiet. It's very hard to survive.
So in this establishment on its own, we've lost in between £1,500 to £2,000 worth of business per week.
My friends, family, we keep a good distance between ourselves and we try to go with the COVID directions. We're very honourable to each other because we want everybody to feel right.
And safe.
And safe. And distance.
Half of my stools and the chairs for social distancing, I had about 60, 70 people seating in here. Now all I got is about 15, 20. There's all the chairs and the stools for distancing. I put them on the stage out of the way. And same in the kitchen. And it's hard. It's the restaurant. So you got to keep distance. All we get in there's about 20 people now. I used to get 60, 70 people. At the weekends, easy. But now, only 20 people.
Safety measure is a social distancing in place. Everywhere is doing the risk assessment. And this is something that there's my staff as well. Everywhere is just a sanitizer, hand sanitizer, using hand sanitizer. We just keep telling the people just use the mask. But sometimes they don't mind it. If you ask them to wear the mask when you're walking around the premises, just when you go to the toilet, just use your mask. But sometimes it's okay, but some people mind it. But on my side is everything in place. They already told you it's probably 250 seats to seat according to plan, but I'll put 130 seats, and it's enough social distance. You can see in here, there's enough space in between the tables and everywhere.
We've done everything to the law. Every social distancing thing you can do, we've done it. Masks on, you come in, you sanitize your hands. We've moved the tables out, sitting space, no two large gatherings sitting together. Families, we've got a signing book, table service. Basically, we've done everything the government has asked us to do.
We've worked as much as we can with the government guidelines. We have had the problem where people have been in and actually reported us to the local council. We therefore have had phone calls. We've asked them to come in. We've tried to work with them. Say, please come in, come and have a look at our establishment and help us to help you so we can work with you. But a lot of people see this as an opportunity as to maybe say, well, they're not doing things right. Nobody can work 100%, but we are trying our utmost best to do the best we can.
Better if they lock down again. With these restrictions, it's too much headache. Headaches is like ask for mask restriction. If we all one family, 6 people from one family, it's all restrictions. You can't sit down with any other households like these things.
The only way we will survive is if we get government funding. As you know, even if a building's empty, it's still got its maintenance costs. You still have your bills running in. We can't switch your fridges off. We can't switch the cellar cooling off. Electricity can't be switched off. We still have to heat it. And if we don't get the help, then no, I don't think we will be able to survive another lockdown.
Well, it's really hard. If it's going to keep like this, I don't think so. It's really hard. I can just hardly pay the staff, make my own wage.
Well, our business can get a lot worse. We'll have to lay off staff, chefs, and it's going to get a lot worse. We're laying the staff off, and it's going to affect us badly.
It's very difficult in this difficult time for everybody. Reason being, without the pubs, where are we going to get together? It's usually family oriented. And I find that people that are staying indoors are probably suffering more in depression than even the COVID.
I'll give us a package, pay us off, pay our staff to keep them more furloughed, or they have to cut the rent. They have to do something because otherwise, it's the pub industry, as you know, is also in decline anyway around the country. And now we're adding an eatery. We'll have more of a Desi pub, if you know what I mean. And if we've been affected by it, the whole picture's not looking good. It's looking worse than that. It's 2020, it's like a nightmare.
They need to help. They should help us big time. They helped us out last time, but now we need a big help because in 2 months we're going down with sales, and we need some extra helps or grants, something like this, fundings or staff. We need to help with our staff as well.
People at the top don't know what they're doing. 1 week it's one thing, second week it's another, and third week it's the other. I don't think they know. Either they socialise with the wrong people, and I believe that socialising with the right people, which is a community, a pub is a community, and we want more freedom in ourselves.